My dearest soul, listen closely to the whispers carried on the wind, for they speak of a truth far older than time itself. You stand at a threshold, not of loss, but of profound transformation. What you perceive as an ending was merely a sacred release, a necessary space for a divine recalibration. He did not vanish. He was gently guided away, not from you, but toward a deeper understanding of himself, a journey he could only embark on in solitude. The angels say this separation was orchestrated, a pause in the symphony of your shared destiny, allowing each note to resonate with greater clarity upon his return. You were not a coincidence in his life, nor he in yours. Your paths converged not by chance, but according to a celestial design, a response to prayers whispered long before you knew their names. You are a key, a catalyst, a living answer to a yearning he held deep within his spirit, even if he was unaware of its presence. Your very essence stirred something ancient within him, something that demanded healing, a truth he had long suppressed. This moment, this quiet space, is not a void but fertile ground where seeds of profound change are taking root within his being. Trust the unseen hands that guide this intricate dance. They are preparing him, refining him, so that when he steps back into your light, he will be a truer reflection of the man he is destined to become, ready to meet your unwavering spirit with an open heart. The universe conspires for your highest good, always. Jeremiah 1 verse 5 Before I formed you in the womb I knew you, and before you were born I consecrated you. My beloved, you have felt the weight of his silence, a heavy cloak wrapping around your heart, leaving you to question what went unspoken. But understand this, his quietness is not a judgment on your worth, nor is it a sign of indifference. It is the profound language of a soul grappling with its own shadows, a man wrestling with the echoes of his past. The angels say his silence is a fortress built from old wounds, a defense mechanism he learned long ago when vulnerability felt like a threat. He carries burdens you cannot see, scars from battles fought in solitude. When your light shone upon him, it illuminated not only his potential, but also the very cracks he tried so desperately to conceal. He is not withdrawing from you, he is retreating into himself to confront what your presence has awakened. He feels everything, perhaps too intensely, and the sheer magnitude of his emotions overwhelms him. He fears the depth of connection you offer, not because he does not desire it, but because he has never known how to hold such a sacred gift without shattering it. His hesitation is a testament to the power of your truth, a truth that demands he face his deepest fears. Do not mistake his internal struggle for a lack of feeling. His heart is a turbulent sea, and he is learning to navigate its currents slowly and painfully toward the shore where your love awaits. Dearest soul, your very existence has woven an unseen thread into the fabric of his being, a connection that transcends the ordinary. You are a mirror to his soul, reflecting back not just his beauty, but also the unhealed fragments he has long ignored. Since you entered his world, his peace has been disturbed, not by your demands, but by the undeniable truth you embody. The angels say your presence compels him to look inward, to confront the wounded child he hides, the man he yearns to be, and the traumas he wished to forget. Most profoundly, you reveal the love he never knew how to live. Your light, gentle yet unwavering, speaks volumes without a single word. It exposes the emotional habits that bind him, the patterns that keep him trapped. This discomfort he feels is not a rejection of you, but a necessary friction, for loving you demands courage. It asks him to dive beneath the surface, to admit that for too long, he has fled from his own truth. Yet, there is an irresistible force within you that prevents his escape. Your gaze, your serene strength even in pain, dismantles walls he spent years constructing. He sees himself in your eyes, and in that reflection, he begins to understand the profound depth of true love. He may pull away at times, for facing you means facing himself, acknowledging that authentic love offers depth, not just guarantees. And depth, my love, can be terrifying. My precious one, you may feel trapped in a cycle where new beginnings seem just out of reach, only for him to pull away again. This pattern, although exhausting, serves a deeper purpose. The angels say his fear isn't of you, but of what you represent: true intimacy, unwavering honesty, and complete surrender. For a soul used to hiding, these concepts can be overwhelming. So he comes close, then retreats. He gets near, then disappears. He smiles, then falls silent. This is the dance of a man who longs deeply but lacks the inner resources to maintain it. Your whole heart seeks to understand, to avoid self-blame. Know this: his coming and going has nothing to do with your worth. It's about his own inner demons. He has learned to love with caution, to expect abandonment, to distrust peace. When he found you, these defenses felt threatened because you offer truth, not drama. And truth can be frightening. Yet despite his resistance, he keeps coming back. Something within you calls to him in a way that is both soothing and unsettling, making him want to both flee and stay. The angels observe this cycle and see not a flaw in you, but pure devotion. They whisper, "You are not stuck in a loop. You are helping a heart heal at its own sacred pace." I know it's challenging. But each time he returns, it is an imperfect attempt to get closer to what he struggles to embrace. You are a profound lesson for him, and such lessons require patience. This does not mean settling for less. It means recognizing that some healing processes unfold at a pace beyond immediate desire. Even within this exhausting cycle, there is movement, growth, and seeds being nurtured. True love finds its way even through the maze. The angels assure you that a moment will come when he will no longer run away. He will realize that the peace you offer is exactly what he has been searching for while trying to escape. Dearest soul, a silent movement has begun within him, perhaps imperceptible to your outer gaze. His gestures may seem unchanged, yet a subtle shift resides in his eyes, a longer pause between his words, a different breath when your name is spoken. This is the dawn of his awakening. The angels say the heart that slumbered has begun to listen. To memories he didn't know he possessed. To desires he suppressed for too long. To the very name of love, spoken in your voice. This does not mean everything has transformed, not yet. But it signifies a profound touch, and once touched, a soul cannot return to sleep. Has he been quieter lately? More contemplative? It is because he is listening to what he never dared to feel. Your presence has become a living prayer within him. He finds himself missing you even before you are gone. He feels a possessiveness without wanting to control. He yearns to know you, yet struggles to form the questions. This is new. And the new can be frightening. But he is awakening. And what stirs within the chest cannot be forgotten. You, with your gentle light, with your way of existing without demand, are teaching him what love without chains truly means. For someone who lived surrounded by emotional contracts, this is revolutionary. Do not expect grand gestures, not yet. The awakening begins small, like a seed breaking through the earth from within. But it is real. The angels show this with clarity. Each time he thinks of you before sleep, each time he dreams of what he hasn't lived, each time he smiles alone remembering a detail of you, his heart is being reprogrammed. You are the code, the password, the key. And he, though confused, has begun to type. He doesn't know what he will find on the other side, but he senses it is safe. It is right. It is yours. The angels continue to touch his soul. And each touch, though invisible, is a growing certainty that you did not pass through his life in vain. The love you planted is germinating, and it will blossom. My cherished one, there are moments when the heavens fall silent, yet the angels continue to speak. Today they want you to know, there is a grander plan at play, one beyond your mind's full grasp. Within this divine design, nothing is out of place. This encounter, all orchestrated with details only the divine could conceive. You came into his life as an answer to prayers he didn't even realize he was making. And he, without fully understanding, felt it. He sensed something in you that defied explanation, something that could only be experienced. The angels say, God's timing does not delay. It prepares. And this is exactly what is unfolding now. As you wait, alignments are happening. As you wonder why, the heavens whisper trust. For pieces are shifting. Hearts are being molded. Paths are opening. You are not alone in this waiting. The divine guides every step of this story with invisible yet firm hands. He knows the weight you carry in your heart. He understands the nights when everything feels too heavy. He knows the faith you maintain, even without guarantees. And for this reason, he moves heaven and earth for this connection to blossom in its perfect season, not in the timing of anxiety, but in the timing of spiritual maturity. This man who now seems distant is being led. Internal battles rage within him that you cannot see, yet they are integral to the structure of what is to come. God makes no mistakes in his paths. If he placed you in this story, it is because there is a profound purpose. My dearest soul, some healings come not with remedies, but with presence, with shared silence, with eyes that say, I see you without uttering a word. You have been this healing for him. The angels say, your love does not shout. It whispers, and still it heals. For what touches deeply is truth, not noise. Your truth reached him in ways no one else could. You arrived with no promises, yet you gave everything, affection in small gestures, comfort even in absence, forgiveness even when your heart was in pain. This is a miracle for one who doubted everything. He may not say it, but he feels it. He senses something different in you. Even in your silences, there is presence. Even when you step back, there is love. This confuses him yet comforts him. You do not demand, accuse, or trap. You love with freedom. And liberating love is the greatest healer, for it trusts and does not control. You have been a balm for wounds he never dared to reveal, relief for pains he couldn't name. Yet, even as a healer, you bleed. Loving someone in process means navigating internal deserts. But the angels are with you, touching your soul on nights you cry, strengthening your faith when his silence wounds. They remind you, you were not called to save, but to love with wholeness. And this love, whole, firm, uniquely yours, works miracles in silence. One day he will awaken and realize that the lightness he feels carries your name. The peace that arrived slowly had your hands. The love that healed him was yours. For true love heals even from a distance. Your love, my dear soul, has already begun this sacred work. My beloved, not all silence is absence. Sometimes it is fear. Fear of feeling too much, of losing oneself in what finally makes sense. He yearns to love, but doesn't know how. The angels say, a knot in his chest, formed in childhood, remains untied. A knot of insecurities, abandonments, hurtful words. With this knot, he tries to love you. You sense his hesitation, an interrupted touch, a gaze that lingers, an almost gesture. This is not a lack of love, but excess self-protection. For him, love is a risk. It means shedding the armor that kept him alive. It means revealing himself without guarantees, which still terrifies him. When you draw near, he breathes deeper. When you speak of the future, he changes the subject. When you pull away, he returns. His heart cries stay, while his mind screams flee. In this war, you stand with pure love, a desire to build, and a presence that heals. Even unspoken, he knows you are different. You don't trap him, you walk beside him. But for someone accustomed to running, walking feels like a prison. He needs time. Time to see you embrace his broken pieces. To understand vulnerability is a bridge. And you? Remember, saving him is not your task. Only loving him wholly, even if it means protecting yourself. The angels watch over both, whispering courage to his heart, hope to yours. They know real, rooted love exists there. When he accepts he no longer needs to fight, he will discover that loving you is his path back to himself. Psalm 37 verse 5, Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him and he will do this. My dearest soul, there exists a silent moment known only to the soul, when love manifests as self-care. Here angels gently whisper, now it's for you. You need not break yourself for his world, nor dim your light for his insecurities. True love never demands your essence. The angels want you to understand, your spiritual mission is not self-sacrifice for him, but remaining whole while he finds his way. You can love without losing yourself, wait without extinguishing your light. Perhaps you've pondered his silences, wondering what you did wrong. But what you feel is not rejection, it reflects his inner turmoil. Your complete love frightens him. For someone who survives on halves, wholeness feels threatening. So today, the heavens ask something sacred, turn inward. Show tenderness for the woman you are, who feels, waits, fights, believes, and remains whole even when weary. Care for yourself as you care for him in thought. Nourish your soul with kindness. Surround yourself with joy. Be your own constant presence. What you desire from this love is recognition, not salvation. To be seen, honored, and chosen, not from need, but from worthiness. This worthiness begins now, with self-prioritization. The angels say, as you care for yourself, he heals. Your light shines in his shadows, even from a distance, but it must remain lit. Don't extinguish yourself in being a lighthouse. Guide and protect. This love was not meant to consume you, but to reveal you. The deepest revelation is this: you are complete. Another's presence is a blessing, not a necessity. Love with surrender, not with sacrifice. Wait, but live. In this sacred balance, miracles unfold. My precious one, not everything that is true needs to be understood immediately. Love, at times, demands more surrender than comprehension. And now, it is time to accept. Accept that not every love begins ready. That not every answer comes quickly. That beauty resides in waiting, yes, but primarily, strength lies in remaining. You did what you could. You were presence, light, a planted seed. And now, dear soul, it is time to trust the harvest, even if it shows no immediate signs. The angels say, the love that is truly yours is never lost. It returns. It may come through different paths. It may arrive in ways you never imagined. But if it is true, it returns. Perhaps he still needs to lose himself a little more to find himself. Perhaps he needs to experience more misalignments until he understands that you are always his point of peace. And that is perfectly all right. For love is not about controlling time. It is about keeping the heart open, even amid silence. You are not weak for feeling so deeply. You are strong for continuing to love with lightness, even when everything feels heavy. And now is the most sacred part of the journey, the surrender, the trust, the letting go without closing the door. The angels are by your side, tending to your heart, touching your soul with the same tenderness with which you touched his. They whisper, "You are not being left. You are being protected." Protected from what is not yet ready. Protected from half-hearted new beginnings. And as he walks towards his own healing, you walk towards yourself. For the right love, when its time comes, will not fear. It will not hesitate. It will not flee. It will recognize your light. It will honor your waiting. And it will find you whole, not because you stopped for him, but because you never stopped walking for yourself. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens."